Hi students, good morning. This is Radhakrishna. Now continuation of the topic radical axis and radical center. Yesterday we complete up to 4 properties. Next one is fifth one, property fifth one is the very important. The radical axis of 3 circles whose centers are non-collinear taken in pairs are congruent. Pairwise we are taking the 2 circles. Suppose the radical axis of 3 circles whose centers. Suppose we are taking the 3 circles having the centers are collinear. Suppose in this case, what is the radical axis of the equations? Now suppose 2 circles here, the radical axis is perpendicular to line joining the center. This is the radical axis of 2 circles. Suppose this is s equal to 0, this is s dash equal to 0. This is perpendicular to line joining the center C1, C2. So next one, the radical axis of the second circle and third circle, this is also s double dash equal to 0. The radical axis of 2 circles is, this is the radical axis. This is perpendicular to line joining the centers. This is also radical axis. Suppose these two are the circles, radical axis is this, like this. So here 3 radical axes are parallel lines because 3 centers are collinear. So these radical axes are non-congruent. So clearly the definition is the congruent radical axis. The radical axis of 3 circles whose centers are non-collinear. That means this case is the only collinear case. Collinear, then the radical axis does not intersect. So radical axis does not intersect. So by definition this fails, congruent cases fails. So take the rough diagram, 3 centers are non-collinear. Suppose 3 centers are non-collinear like this. So this is the center C1, this is the center C2, this is the center C3, 3 circles. Centers are non-collinear here. The radical axis of the first 2 circles is this. The radical axis of second 2 circles is this. The radical axis of 2 circles is this. So these 3 radical axes are congruent. So this is the point of congruence of the radical axis. How can we prove that 3 radical axes are congruent? So given condition, how can we prove this condition? Suppose this is the circle s equal to 0, this is the circle s dash equal to 0, this is the circle s double dash equal to 0. Suppose the radical axis of, this is the first circle 1, 2, 3. So centers are non-collinear here. First one, radical axis of 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is s minus s dash equal to 0. This is the line L1. This is the line L1. So radical axis of 2 and 3. The radical axis of 2 and 3 is this line is this one. So this is the radical axis. Radical axis. Radical axis. This is called the radical axis of 1 and 2. This is called the radical axis of 2 and 3. This is called the radical axis of 1 and 3. So radical axis of 2 and 3 is s dash minus s double dash. S dash minus s double dash equal to 0. That like L2. So radical axis of 3 and 1. 3 and 1 is, that implies s double dash minus s equal to 0 like L3. So these 3 lines are here. We can prove the 3 lines are congruent. In the first year concept, we have to discuss L1 equal to 0, L2 equal to 0, L3 equal to 0. 3 lines are congruent if and only if condition is lambda 1 into L1 plus lambda 2 into L2 plus lambda 3 into L3 equal to 0. Here lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 not all zeros. So here lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 not all zeros exist and their sum is 0. The linear combination with the line L1, L2, L3 is 0. Then the 3 lines are called the congruent lines. It already we proved in the previous classes. So now the continuation of this condition, we prove that now we shall prove that 3 lines are congruent. First we add the 3 lines. Suppose that L1 plus L2 plus L3 is equal to, observe that s minus s dash plus s dash minus s double dash plus s double dash minus s That implies here cancel all terms is equal to 0. That is here scalar, non-zero scalars 1, here 1, here 1. Non-zero scalars exist lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, 1, 1, 1. So linear combination is equal to 0. This like this lambda 1 L1 plus lambda 2 L2 plus lambda 3 L3 equal to 0. So these three lines are congruent. So radical axes are congruent lines. Congruent lines. So three lines are congruent lines. So this is important condition for any three circles have non-collinear centers. Non-collinear centers, their radical axis taken pairwise. Pairwise circles taken, find the radical axis. Three radical axes are possible here. The three lines are congruent. So this point is called the radical point of intersection of the radical axis is called the radical center. So next one is condition radical center. Radical center. So radical center is the important condition. What is the definition of the radical center? The point of congruence of radical axis whose centers are non-collinear. Whose centers are non-collinear. The point of congruence of radical axis of three circles is called radical center. Radical center. So this is called the radical center. Radical center is radical center is center of circle. Radical center is the important point, center of circle, which cuts three circles orthogonally. So that means first observe that here three circles, non-concentric circles are taken. So this is the radical axis, first one. This is the radical axis, other one. This is the radical axis, third one. These all are intersecting at a single point. This is called the radical center. The point of congruence of radical axis is called radical center. This is also radical axis. This is also radical axis. This is the first circle. This is the second circle. This one is the third circle. So like this S equal to 0, suppose that S dash equal to 0, S double dash equal to 0. So this point is called the radical center, which is the center of the circle, cuts the three circles orthogonally. So very, very important condition, that is first one, this is the radical center. We calculate given three circles S minus S dash minus S double dash, any two radical axes and solve, we get the radical center. So now first one, this is the radical center lies on the radical axis. The length of the tangent from the point to circle, this is the, suppose this is the radical axis, any point taken, tangents are drawn, the length of the tangents are equal. That is the definition of the radical axis is the length. So this is also the length of the tangent. These two lengths are equal. So here this is the tangent of the circle also. This is the tangent of the circle also. Now, so any line drawn to this is a line, perpendicular is drawn, that line passes through center. So these two circles are intersect orthogonally. This angle is 90 degrees. So here radical center, drawn the tangent and touches this point. So this is called the point of contact. Drawn perpendicular, this is the perpendicular line, passes through center. So angle between the two circles is 90 degrees. So these two circles are intersect orthogonally. Similarly, we can say that this is the tangent. So take tangent to this circle also, this is the angle 90 degrees. Because this is the tangent of this circle, This is a perpendicular line passes through center, that is the angle 90 degrees. So angle between the two circles is 90 degrees, then the tangents are passes through center to two circles. So angle between the tangents is 90 degrees. This is also 90 degrees. So again, so this is also suppose point on the radical axis, this is also applicable. This is the point on this radical axis or this is also tangent to this circle. So this is a tangent, this is a tangent, all are lengths are equal. So this is called the radius of the circle. This is called the radical center. We calculate first radical center. From radical center, length of the tangent to the circle, any circle we are taken, so we get the radical length of the tangent. This is called the radius of the required circle. This is the required circle which cuts the three circles orthogonally. So first one, we are solving the first steps for find the equation of the circle which cuts the three circles orthogonally. Equation of circle which cuts three circles orthogonally. Which cuts three circles orthogonally. First one, find radical axis. Find radical axis of first one 1 and 2. That implies s minus s dash equal to 0. Alage find radical axis of 2 and 3. So that is s dash minus s double dash equal to 0. Find radical axis of 3 and 1. We get s double dash minus s equal to 0. So solving any two radical axes are 1, this is 2, 3. Solving any two radical axes, we get the radical center. So solving 1 and 2, we get radical center. That is let radical center be equal to h comma k. The radical center equal to h comma k. This is the suppose c h comma k radical center. So from this center, length of the tangent identify for any circle. So length of tangent equal to length of tangent equal to radius. So that radius equal to root s11 or root s dash 11 root s double dash 11. Any circle we can take and length of the tangent identify, that is the radius of the circle. Here center we get and radius we get. Required circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. This circle cuts the three circles orthogonally. So here given three circles s equal to 0, s dash equal to 0, s double dash equal to 0, find radical axis. Here three radical axes are possible and they are congruent at single point. The point of congruence of radical axis is called radical center. From the radical center, we can find the length of the tangent from any circle. We get the radius of the circle, which is the circle cuts all three circles is orthogonally. Already we discussed find the equation of circle which cuts the three circles orthogonally in the first exercise. This is a shortcut method to find the equation of the circle which cuts the three circles orthogonally, is easy and important for objective also. So now how can we find the given three circles, find the equation of the circle which cuts the three circles orthogonally. So we observe the first example sum on this concept. Okay. Now example is find the equation of the circle which cuts the three circles orthogonally. So rough diagram is, suppose three circles, centers may be non-collinear. So first one, the circles, given circles, alright, given circles. First one is suppose s, x square plus y square plus 3x plus 2y plus 1 equal to 0, s dash, x square plus y square minus x plus 6y plus 5 equal to 0, Next one, s double dash, x square plus y square plus 5x minus 8y plus 15 equal to 0. The equation 1, 2, 3. So find the equation of the circle which cuts three circles orthogonally. The rough diagram is this. So in the first exercise model, let the required circle be x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. We are using the condition, this is the 1, 2, 3 circles are given. Required circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 using the condition of the orthogonality. Orthogonality of the circle's condition is 2gg dash plus 2ff dash equal to c plus c dash. We get the relation in GFC, one equation. Again orthogonality for 2 and this equation, required circle, another condition we get. Next one, orthogonality for this circle and this circle, another condition. Three variable equations we get 3. Solving 1, 2, 3, we get GFC values and the required circle in the first exercise model. So this is the easy model. Next, this is the easy model to find the equation of the required circle which cuts orthogonally is, first one, find radical axis. Radical axis of 1 and 2. This is the radical axis. Next one, radical axis of 2 and 3. Two radical axis, we get solving, we get the radical center. So radical axis of 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is s minus s dash equal to 0. That implies s minus s dash. We subtract from this to this, x square minus x square 0, y square minus y square 0. 3x minus of minus x means 4x. 2y minus 6y means 4y. 1 plus 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5 means minus 4 equal to 0. So one of the radical axis is x minus y minus 1 equal to 0. This is the equation number 4. So next one, radical axis of 2 and 3 is. So now we find the radical axis of 2 and 3. So radical axis of 2 and 3 is, so s dash minus s double dash equal to 0. So directly I write here, you continue the step 1, substitute s and s double dash in the equation. So after getting, next step is subtract from this to this, x square minus x square 0, y square minus y square 0, minus x minus 5x means minus 6x, 6y minus of plus 8y means 14y, 5 minus 15 minus 10 is equal to 0. So taking the common minus 2 on both sides, that implies 3x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0. So next equation is 3x minus 4y, 7y plus 5 equal to 0. This is equation number 5. So we get the two radical axes. No need the third radical axis because two radical axis solving we get the point of congruency, that is called the radical center. So now solving 1 and 2. Now solving radical axis number 4 and 5. So 4 and 5 here, x minus y minus 1 equal to 0, 3x minus 7y plus equal to 0. So this equation is here 3, multiply 3, we get 3x. So equation number 4 is 3x minus 3y minus 3 equal to 0. This is the equation number 4. After multiplying with 3, so this equation is 3x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0. The equation number 5. So solving, subtract, we get the y value. So this is plus, this is minus. So subtract from each other. So 3x cancel here. Minus 3y plus 7y is equal to 4y minus 8 is equal to 0. So y equal to 8 by 4, that like 2. So y equal to 2. So from equation number 4, we get from equation number 4, y value substitute in the equation, x minus 2 minus 1 equal to 0. So x equal to 2 comma x equal to 3. So here x equal to 3. So x comma y is called the radical center. So radical center is C equal to, radical center C equal to 2 comma 3 comma 2, x comma y, that like 3 comma 2. So we get the radical center. So now we find the radical center, this is the required circle center. So this is 3 comma 2 we get. So from this point length of the tangent we find, that is the radius of the required circle. This is the length of the tangent. For any circle we are used that is equal to length of the tangent. So radius of required circle, required circle r equal to root s11 or any one circle we will take s dash 11 or s double dash 11, any one may be taken. So therefore r equal to root s11 means I take the first circle only. So s11 means x1 square plus y1 square plus 3x1 plus 2y1 plus 1. Substitute 3 comma 2 in this equation. So 3 square plus 2 square plus 3 into 3 plus 2 into 2 plus 1. So this equal to 9 plus 4 plus, so 9 plus 4 plus 1. So this is equal to 18, 22, 26, root 27. So 9 plus 9, 18, 22, 26, 27. We get the length, radius of the circle R and have the center h comma k. So the required circle which cuts 3 circles orthogonally, required circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. That implies x minus h means 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to r means root 27 whole square. Simplify this equation, we get the required circle which cuts 3 circles orthogonally. In the objective, given 3 circles, required circle is the one of the option. We are checking orthogonality condition in the model of 2gg dash plus 2f dash equal to c plus c dash, or take any 2 circles and find radical axis. That center, required circle center lies on the radical axis. Once check, one of the option must be satisfies center 3 comma 2 lies on the radical axis. That may be answer to the given 3 circles cuts orthogonally. If the 2 circles cut the third circle orthogonally, then the radical axis of 2 circle passes through center of the circle. Suppose 2 circles like this, the objective model very important. 2 circles cut the third circle orthogonally like this. So this third circle cuts orthogonally. Condition is if two circles cut third circle orthogonally, then radical axis of two circles passes through center of third circle. So if given 2 circles are here, the third circle intersects orthogonally. So the center of the third circle lies on the radical axis. So here intersect orthogonally, circles are infinitely many drawn. Other definition is, other one are the locus of center of circles which cuts two circles orthogonally is called a radical axis of two circles. So like this rough diagram, locus of the center of the circles which cuts the two circles orthogonally. Here means infinitely many circles are possible. suppose intersect orthogonally, this one is the circle also, this one is also, infinitely many circles are exist here, intersect orthogonally. These circles centers all are, these circle centers all are lies on the one of the line. Suppose this is the center, intersect orthogonally, all are intersect orthogonally. In this case, centers lies on this line. So this is called the radical axis of the two circles. So simply, how can we prove that this? Suppose this is the center C1, suppose the P on the radical axis point, suppose this is the point T1, the point T2, suppose this is the center C2. Now I check the first one condition from the diagram. This is the radius. So here two circle cuts orthogonally, clearly given that is orthogonal means the angle between the radii is 90 degrees clearly. So this is the C1 T1 is perpendicular to PT1 from the diagram. Also clearly that PT2 is perpendicular to PT2. PT2 is perpendicular to C2 T2. So because these two circles are intersecting orthogonally, the angle between the radii is 90 degrees here. Here also angle between the radii is 90 degrees here. From this diagram, these two are the lengths of the tangents. This is the point lies on the radical axis when these two are equal. This is called the radius of the circle. So from the diagram, PT1 equal to PT2. So powers of the lengths of the tangents are equal. By the definition, this is the circle, this is the radius. So this means P lies on radical axis. So this is the locus of P lies on the radical axis. So in the plane, the locus of the center of the circle which cuts two circles orthogonally is called the radical axis. Here two circles intersect one of the circle orthogonally, that like here infinitely many circles are exist. So that center lies on the one of the line, that is called the radical axis. Now you prove that this method from the diagram clearly proved here. This is the method 1. So method 1, simply observe that this one is the P lies on the radical axis. Method 2, we take the two circles, that one also easily prove that. So method 2, first two circles S dash equal to x square plus y square plus 2g dash x plus 2f dash y plus c dash equal to 0 here taken. So S double dash is x square plus y square plus 2g dash x plus 2f dash y plus c dash double dash equal to 0. S double dash means here double dash taking all. So S is cutting orthogonal circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. So this is the first circle and second circle. Required circle is 3. So since 1 and 3 are orthogonal, 2 and 3 are orthogonal. So from orthogonality condition, 1 and 3 orthogonal. So that implies orthogonal definition 2g. G dash means here 2g g dash plus 2ff dash equal to c plus c dash. So our next one is 2 and 3 are orthogonal. 2 and 3 are orthogonal. That implies 2g g dash double dash 2ff double dash equal to c plus c double dash. So we subtract one to each other. We get 2g into g minus g dash minus g double dash, g dash minus g double dash plus 2f into f minus f double dash. Here c dash minus c double dash is equal to c dash minus c double dash. We get the equation. So clearly observe that radical axis of first 1 and 2, we observe that radical axis of 1 and 2 is 2. Here subtract from 1 to 2. So 2 into g dash minus g double dash into x, 2 f minus f dash minus f double dash into y is equal to here c dash minus c double dash. C dash minus c double dash is the right side, we get minus c dash, here minus c double dash, that is like c double dash minus c dash. So 2gg dash plus 2ff dash, we get c plus c dash, we subtract from each other c dash minus c double dash here. So now clearly observe that comparing these two, so here center of the circle is minus g comma minus f. The center minus g comma minus f. Suppose minus g comma minus f required circle center, so belongs to locus, that is the locus. So check 2 into g dash minus g double dash into minus g plus 2 into f dash minus f double dash into minus f equal to c double dash minus c. Here throughout multiply with minus 2g into g double minus g double dash plus 2 f dash minus f double dash, throughout minus we get multiply c dash minus c double dash. So clearly observe that 1 and 2 equations are same. This is the solving, we get orthogonality conditions, so we get the required condition. Also next we find the radical axis of 1 and 2. 1 and 2 we get the radical axis, center minus g comma minus f, substitute in this condition, we get the equation. So here center minus g comma minus f lies on the radical axis, because we substitute this value is equal to this, so these conditions are satisfied. So c minus g comma minus f lies on radical axis of 1 and 2 circles. So another proof for the orthogonality of the cuts the two circles orthogonally. So it is important for the objective also. So different radius circles are possible here. These two circles are intersecting orthogonally, but in this case one small circle is exist, that two circles orthogonally, that center collinear with these two circle centers. That circle has the minimum radius and cuts the two circles orthogonally. So some more objective questions are very important. Given two circles, find radical axis of the two circles like this. For example, find the locus of center of circles which cuts two circles x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square equal to 4, and x minus 6 whole square plus y minus 8 whole square is equal to, suppose, 9, intersect orthogonally. Find the locus of the center of the circles which cuts the two circles orthogonally. So solution is, here two circles are given. So simply observe that from a concept radical axis is the required answer. So circles, first one circles s equal to x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y. Here 4 plus 9, 13 minus 4 plus 9 equal to 0, first circle. Second circle is x square plus y square minus 12x minus 16y. Here 36 plus 64, 100 minus 9 plus 91 is equal to 0. So given two circles, find the circles centers locus which cuts orthogonally. So this is called the radical axis simply. So required circle answer, locus of centers is radical axis. That implies s minus s dash equal to 0. That implies we get minus 4x minus 12 means 8x, minus 6y plus 16y means 10y, 9 minus 91 means minus 82 equal to 0. So taking 2 common on both sides, we get 4x plus 5y minus 81 means 41 equal to 0 here. So this is the locus of the center of the circle which cuts the three circles orthogonally. This is important for also objective also. Next one is a circle has the minimum radius and cuts two circles orthogonally. Is important for objective, very very important. So here two circles like this. So here two circles neither intersect nor touches case, maybe touch or intersect cases, so no problem. But here infinitely many circles are possible, intersect orthogonally. But one of the case, one circle has the minimum radius and cuts two circles orthogonally. Like this, suppose C1 is the center C2. So these two circles are intersecting orthogonally. The required circle which center is collinear with this. So this is called the required circle center. Is the one circle is possible only. This makes an angle 90 degrees. This is also tangent. This is also normal to this circle. So angle is 90 degrees. This circle has the minimum radius. So this is also by the definition. This is the length and length are equal. So this point lies on the radical axis. So required circle center lies on the point of intersection of the line joining the centers and radical axis. So here only given two circles are here. So suppose two circles s equal to 0 comma s dash equal to 0. So find radical axis. So radical axis is s minus s dash equal to 0. That is suppose L equal to 0 is called radical axis. First we find radical axis equation L equal to 0. Next equation of line joining. Find out equation of line joining centers. That is C1, C2. So solving radical axis and line joining centers equation C1, C2, we get radical center that let it be CH comma K. Suppose H comma K, we solving radical axis and this is the radical axis, this is the line joining the center. Solving we get radical center that is CH comma K. Next one is radius of the circle. So R equal to, for any two circles, root S11 or root S dash 11, we get the required circle x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. So it is very very important for mains and advanced also. So find the equation of the circle which cuts two circles orthogonally and having the minimum radius. That circle center collinear with this circle and the point of intersection of the radical axis and the line joining centers is called the radical center which cuts two circles orthogonally. In this case we discuss radical center, you can't discuss radical center. This is the point of intersection of the radical axis and line joining centers. This is called CH comma K. The circle cuts the two circles orthogonally. This angle 90 degrees also, because intersect orthogonally means angle between radii is 90 degrees. So this is the tangent, this is the normal. Here this point, power of the point, the radical axis by definition, this length and this length are equal. So point of intersection of the radical axis and line joining centers is called the center of this circle. So required circle equation is this. So for example, find the equation of the circle which cuts the two circles orthogonally and having the minimum radius. So clearly observe that solution given circles x square plus y square minus 25 equal to 0. This is the first circle s equal to 0. S dash second circle is after expansion x square plus y square minus 12x minus 16y plus 100 minus 4. 100 minus 4 means 96 equal to 0. So first we find centers are here. Rough diagram is this. Here center 0 comma 0 and radius is 5 units. Center is this. So next one is 6 comma 8. radius is 2, here radius is 5, this is a small circle, radius is 5, 6 comma 8 is the center and radius 2. Find the equation of the circle which cuts the two circles orthogonally and having the minimum radius. This is the circle like this. So first one, we find the radical axis of two circles. The radical axis perpendicular to line joining the centers. Find the line joining centers equation. Solving, we get the center of the circle. So first one, radical axis is s minus s dash equal to 0. That means x square, here x quotient is not there, so minus is the 12x, the minus of minus s dash is equal to 16y, so 25 minus like that minus 25 minus 96 minus 25 minus 96 here minus 121 equal to 0. So this is the equation of the radical axis. 121, here x square means okay. So solving, we get line joining center. C1 first circle center is 0 comma 0. C2 is here minus 6 comma minus of minus 6. So 6 comma 8 is the center. So equation of line joining C1 C2. C1 C2 is line equation. Y minus y1 means 0 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, 2 points form. Equation of the line in the 2 points form. Y x1 y1 x2 y2 y minus y1 equal to m means 8 minus 0 by 6 minus 0 into x minus 0. So y equal to 4 by 3 x. So this is the equation second one. This is also 4x minus 3y equal to 0. We get the equation. So this is the equation number 1, 2. So solving 1 and 2, we get the x and y values. So center of the circle we get, find length of the tangent for any circle, we get the radius. So this solving we get multiply with this here 12x, here 4x. So you multiply into 3, we get 12x plus here 16y minus 121 equal to 0. Here 12x minus 9y equal to 0. Subtract minus we cut 25y is equal to 121. So y equal to 121 by 25 and substitute y value in that x value. We get the x value. So we get the center. So find length of the tangent root s11. Root s11 we get, take any circle, this circle or this circle, we get the radius. So this is the radius. So now find the equation of the circle. Center we get h comma k and radius r. So find the equation of the circle x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. Substitute these h comma k and r in this equation, we get the required circle. Okay, next property is very important for objective. If the circle S1 equal to 0 bisects the circumference of the circle S2 equal to 0, then the common chord will be diameter of the circle S2 equal to 0. Suppose S1 equal to 0, circle bisects the circumference of the circle S2 equal to 0. Suppose this is the S2 equal to 0 circle, this has the diameter is this. So diameter bisects the circumference into two equal parts, because the diameter passes through center of the circle dividing into two equal parts. So this is the S2 equal to 0 circle. So S1 is the bisects the circumference of the circle. So that S1 circle passes through end of the diameter. So like this diagram is this. This is S1 equal to 0. So S1 equal to 0. So the circle passes through S1 end points of the diameter. So S1 bisects the circumference of the circle S2 equal to 0. So then the common chord of the two circles is the diameter of the circle. That means center of the second circle is lies on the common chord. Is also called radical axis. Okay. So we find first given two circles S equal to 0, S dash equal to 0 are given. Suppose he like this S1 equal to 0, S2 equal to 0. One circle bisects the circumference of the other circle. Then the center of the other circle lies on the diameter of the circle. Then that circle is called the bisects the circumference of the other circle. For example, if the circle bisects the circumference of the circle is given, so here circle is this. First circle is x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus c equal to 0. This is the first circle S. Second circle S dash x square plus y square minus 6x plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. Find the c value. So if the circle is bisects the circumference, so here second circle is this. First circle bisects the circumference of this circle. So this is the given circle is this. So this is the circle bisects the circumference of the second circle. First we calculate. So center of this second circle lies on the common chord. So center here the circle of the center of the circle is 3 comma minus 2. So common chord is diameter of the first circle. So common chord is formula s minus s dash equal to 0. So s minus s dash means 4x minus 10x means 6x is equal to 10x minus 10y plus c plus 12 is equal to 0. Since this circle bisects the circumference of this circle, so center of this circle lies on the common chord. That common chord is the diameter of the second circle. So here center 3 comma minus 2 lies on diameter. So this is called the diameter. This is the circle given that s equal to 0, this is the s dash equal to 0, the center lies on the diameter. So substitute these values 10 into 3 minus 10 into minus 2 plus c plus 12 equal to 0. Here 30 plus 20 plus c plus 12 equal to 0. Total value c equal to 50, 62 minus 62 here. So completed.